Hey guys, this is Joy here with Text Flows. I just wanted to go over our small business and personal pipeline. We've had a lot of people ask about this because it has all of our different automations, all the different messages we send out, and all the different organizers that we provide to all of our clients. And we're going to just jump right in and kind of show you what everything includes. So our first stage is going to be a returning client. We have our clients previously tagged as client 2022, so we loaded them all in here through that tag, and then we applied a new folder for 2023. We're sending them a welcome back message, and then we're sending them the returning client organizer, and then we're updating their account tag to include potential client 2023. So at the end, if they finish moving forward, they will be a new client 2023. All right, so we jump into our new client stage. As soon as a client sets up their TaxStone profile, we drop them in here. This is going to apply a folder template as well for 2022, 2023. We're going to send them a welcome message to our firm, kind of just telling them about us and how we work, and just try to get them onboarded onto the platform and get them engaged with you. We're also going to create a new client organizer for them to start working out, and then we're going to create a task to update first name custom fields. I'm going to talk about this towards the end, but basically you're going to make a custom field that says first name and update that as soon as your client signs up, because I prefer to send messages with their first name. I think it just looks less automated than the one that TaxStone offers, which I think is like last name, first name. Okay, and so then you can see that we will jump into the different organizer options. So we have one for Schedule C, S Corp, C Corp, Partnership, Rental Income, Home Office, and a 101 deduction guide are the different organizers we include. Let's go ahead and look at this welcome back message. So this is just a preview of a part of the welcome back message. It's saying, hey, contact first name, and this is where you would update that in the custom field. Hey, let's say David, we're excited to jump into new tax season with you, blah, blah, blah. And then we kind of update them a little bit and we create a task for them to start working on their 2023 returning client organizer. Okay, so for new clients, where you have a welcome to our firm, and you can go ahead and put your firm name in there and say, hey, same thing, we're excited to work with you, a little blurb about how we work, and giving them some links if they want to download the app on the Apple Store or an Android. It's definitely easier for them to keep in communication. We really try to keep things flowing through the encrypted chat, and then we also go ahead and create them a task for them to start working on the organizers that you assigned to them. Alright, so we are going to go over what is included in these organizers a little bit later, but we're just going to move on with the workflow. So basically, you're going to drop them in one of these categories, and as you move them into these categories, it's also going to tag them with a Schedule C or whatever they are and send them that organizer to start working on. Alright, let's see. Alright, so usually once the client starts engaging, they start uploading some documents, we move them to this accepted portal waiting on document stage. More than likely, if they're uploading things, they're going to move forward with you, so we drop them in here. We don't have any automations for this stage. It's purely so you just know that they're moving forward. And then if they complete their organizer, they should move to the next stage automatically. And once they do finish uploading your documents, if you think that they may be ready to be drafted and you look it over and they don't have all their documents, we're going to drop them in this looks over, needs more information before the first draft. Alright, once you think that they have completed their organizer and they've uploaded the majority of their documents, you can go ahead and jump them into some documents, uploaded organizer, complete, and we're going to go ahead and send them an automatic message that says this. So we're just going to say, hey, thanks for completing the organizer and uploading your documents. We'll look over them and get back to you. And this is something that you're going to want to modify for your firm. For us, we try to have a turnaround time of 3 to 5 days to respond to them, to let them know if we're missing anything. So this is going to go ahead and shoot that message to them. At that point, you're going to look over everything and you think they're ready to be drafted. You can go ahead and move them into ready to be drafted. And if you draft the return and they're missing documents, we're going to shoot them another message about that as well. So basically, we're going to shoot them this message saying that they need more documents. So, and you can go ahead and create a task with different documents for them so that they can mark that off once they've uploaded them. I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna jump back into here. Now we're misdrafted, ready to be drafted. Yeah, sometimes this part can be a little bit of a back and forth process if you need to do multiple drafts and if they're missing information or not. Usually we at least need to do a second draft and update that list of things that we are possibly still missing. But once you are finished the return, you want to schedule a review or send the breakdown to your client. So we're going to drop them in here, and then I will show you the message we send out for that. So here we're just saying, hey, blah, 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 first name, we hope you're doing well. Here's a breakdown of your return. I think that sending an email like this and giving the breakdown definitely for us cuts back on going over the time it takes to go over it with them. And then they have the option to schedule a review or approve the return to be e-filed. They can go and check this off as soon as that's done. All right, so the next stage is after you've gone over the return, or they've said, yeah, it looks good to be moved forward. We're going to move them to the approve invoice client, waiting for signature payment stage. And once again, we're just going to shoot them a message saying, hey, your taxes are ready. Here's how to e-sign. If you have questions, here's the link to that. Let me know if you have any problems. And then we're going to give them 2 prompts to e-sign the return and pay the invoice. All right, so we're going to jump right back to where we left off. So the next step is going to be to move them to transmit e-file the return. Once again, we're going to let them know, hey, your return has been e-filed. We're going to upload the Fed and state confirmation. We have these tasks for you to just check off yourself so you don't forget about that. All right, so this is how it kind of looks like through the pipeline. Once it's accepted, we're going to create a task for you to upload the Fed and state confirmations. This is really important for you to do this step because a lot of times, sometimes returns get rejected and people get really busy and they don't realize that, and you forget to check that and it's not accepted. All right, once you've done that, once again, you're going to move them to the Fed state accepted. We're going to send them a message saying, hey, this was accepted, and then you're going to move them to WAN. Once you move them to WAN, it's going to update their tags just to say client 2023 instead of potential client 2023. All right, so from WAN, we're going to move them to send review request, and this is going to be the last automated message and thing that we send out to them, just saying, hey, thanks for working with us. Let me pull that up. Thanks, just saying thanks for working with us. We'd really appreciate if you left us a review attach your Google My Business page or wherever you collect reviews. And I think that this will be a really good beneficial last step. And then I would wait probably, 30 days or even to the end of the tax season and go ahead and move them to either review given or review not given. Because if it's their first year working with you, they may not want to give you a review. They may want to wait a couple years. So we go ahead and add a tag at the end if they didn't give a review. And if they did give a review, we add a tag for that as well. So that next year we're not asking the same person who already left a review. So yeah, that's just a rundown of that. Um, um,